This is a really good question. If you notice, we have 1, 2, 3, so we got A, B, D, R. So we have 4 different statements here. So if you did this with the truth table, 2 to the 4th, what is that, 16? You'd have 16 lines. You're right. If we did this with a truth table, it could be done, but it gets really big and nasty. Surely your teacher wouldn't ask you to do something that big. You're correct. If you go back and look at section 3.5, which talks about symbolic arguments, on page 140, they have some common valid and invalid arguments. Okay, and we want to kind of string these together in order to come to a valid or invalid conclusion using one of those pieces. So I'll just let you see my ebook here for a second, but that's page 140. Looking at those pieces, the very first one's called the law of detachment, which basically says P then Q, P therefore Q. Now those 3 dots that look like stacked balls on top of each other, 2 balls and then another one, those 3 dots means therefore, translates to a conditional statement. It's therefore is another name for the if then or the implication. So really that says P then Q, well therefore P then Q. So it's kind of a identity piece, if you will. So that's one common valid argument. Law of contrapositive. I believe it was in 3.4 that we learned the contrapositive is also equivalent to the original. The contrapositive is when we switch the order, meaning the